A ver, entra, a ver si te sale. Ya, yo estoy transmitiendo en YouTube. Hola, hola, ¿se me escucha? Hola, hola, ¿se me escucha? Hola, hola, ¿se me escucha? ¿Se escucha en el video? ¿En el video se escucha el audio? En la transmisión. Hola, 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 probando, probando. ¿No se escucha en la transmisión? ¿Sí? Pero no me he parado. Hola, hola. Hola, hola. Ah, no, sí se escucha. Acabo de entrar al video y sí se escucha el audio del micrófono. Qué raro. Ya. Entró al video y sí se escucha el audio del micrófono en la transmisión. Qué raro, no sé por qué. Porque casi sale que desactivó el micrófono para la transmisión. O ya fue, si no mutea el audio del Discord y solo escucha a través de la transmisión en vivo. Para que no escuches doble. Ya, no importa, no importa. Sí, te escucho. ¿Tú me escuchas? ¿Estás en... ¿Estás en qué? ¿En PC o celular? Ah, tienes que darle clic derecho a mi usuario y te sale silenciar. Tienes que mutearme, mejor dicho, en la llamada de Discord. No, no, a mí solamente muteame. Solo a mí. Por eso es un boomer. A ver, espérate, voy a entrar a Discord celular. ¿Ya me muteaste en Discord? Hola, hola, probando, probando. ¿Me escuchas? Escuchas solo una voz nada más de mí, no me escuchas con doble voz. Ah, ya, chévere. Hay delay, pero bueno. Ya bueno, voy a mostrar lo que incluye esta versión. Sí, te escucho. Ya mira, acá está el guión y está chévere, ¿ah? El guión está bien chévere. Incluye acá bueno, todo el guión del juego, que no sé cuántas páginas son, pero está elegante. Creo que son como 1000 páginas, algo así. Bueno, el Master Book, que es el libro que incluye información de toda la saga de Metal Gear, pero contiene spoilers, así que no lo voy a leer todavía. Pero un vistazo rápido, pues. Acá se incluye toda la historia de todos los juegos en orden cronológico. Te da como que detalles de cada personaje, de la historia. Ajá, algo así, como todo el lore. Y está interesante. Pero contiene spoilers, así que no lo voy a leer. Más después. Y ahora sí, vamos con el juego. La versión norteamericana. Ya había entrado al juego para probarlo, pero voy a empezar una nueva partida. O sea, el juego es tal cual en la versión de Play 2. O sea, el juego es tal cual la versión de Play 2, no han cambiado nada. Solo se ve en HD nomás, o sea, la resolución. Pero en jugabilidad, en todo, es tal cual el juego de Play 2. Se... Qué intro tan mítica. O sea, la diferencia entre la versión norteamericana y la otra, creo que era la japonesa, es solo el idioma, nada más. Que yo sepa, no hay otra diferencia. A no ser que sea como Metal Gear 1 de Play 1, que ahí sí hay ciertas diferencias en contenido en cuanto a la versión de Norteamérica y la japonesa. Pero acá creo que no, solo es el idioma. Ya vamos con nueva partida. Esta sería la primera entrega de Metal Gear, o sea, es el Metal Gear Solid 3, pero la historia es el comienzo de todo. Así que vamos con una partida. Checa qué pongo. Me gusta me gusta Metal Gear Solid 3, voy a poner. Voy a jugar en normal nomás porque o difícil. ¿De juego normal o difícil? Ya, ya, normal, normal.
After the end of World War II, the world was split into two, East and West. This marked the beginning of the era called the Cold War.
Altitude 30,000 feet.
Approaching Soviet airspace.
20 minutes to drop off.
Commencing internal depressurization. Equipment check. Arm main parachute.
All right. You ready to go?
Drop zone still showing a high pressure mass. Cav okay.
Good. We've got high visibility.
Put out that cigar. Connecting oxygen hose to interior connector. Put on your mask. Does this panty waste know what he's doing?
Approaching release point.
10 minutes to drop off.
Hey, are you deaf?
He said put out the cigar and put on your mask.
Depressurization complete.
Checking oxygen supply.
6 minutes to drop off. Opening rear hatch.
Este juego para ser del 2004 está muy adelantado a su época. O sea, mira la dirección de las tomas, las escenas, el guión, las actuaciones. O sea, es una película esto, ¿no? Y es un juego que ya tiene 20 años.
2 minutes to drop off. Stand up.
You'll be falling at 130 miles per hour. Try not to get frostbite from the wind chill.
1 minute to drop off. Move to the rear.
Activate bailout model.
This is one for the history books. The world's first halo jump.
10 seconds to drop off. Stand by. Status okay. All green.
Prepare for drop off. Countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Spread your wings
And fly. God be with you.
Jack, I've got some important news. The head of the CIA has finally given us the green light for the virtuous mission.
Virtual mission?
No, the virtuous mission. The future of our Fox unit depends on it. If it succeeds, we'll be officially organized into a unit.
Virtuous mission? Sounds like some kind of initiation ritual.
You know, don't get cocky. This isn't a training op.
Right. So what exactly is this wonderful mission?
Well, about 2 years ago, a certain Soviet scientist requested asylum in the West through one of our moles. His name is Nikolai Stepanovich Sokolov. He's head of the OKB 754 Design Bureau, one of the Soviets' top-secret weapon research facilities, and the East's foremost expert on weapons development.
Sokolov? Isn't he that famous rocket scientist?
The very same. On April the 12th, 1961, the Soviets achieved the first manned spaceflight in history.
The Earth was blue, but there was no God.
Well spoken. The rocket that carried Yuri Gagarin to orbit was the A-1, known as the Vostok rocket. Sokolov is said to be the man most responsible for the multi-engine cluster used in that rocket. After Gagarin's flight, Sokolov left rocket development to become the head of the newly established Design Bureau.
From a lowly technician to head of a design bureau, that's quite a success story. So why do you want to defect?
It seems he'd become afraid of his own creations.
Afraid?
Call it a crisis of conscience.
And for that, he left his country and his family behind?
Not exactly.
Es como Oppenheimer.
His family was also to be taken safely to the west. He used a mole to get the family out
security on the eastern side was still full of holes back then. Then what?
We got Sokolov over in one piece, but the whole ordeal had left him exhausted, and we checked him into a hospital in West Berlin. 2 weeks and we miles to get from the research facility in the Soviet Union to Berlin. He was in no condition to say anything coherent. And it was only a week later that we had something much bigger on our hands.
The Cuban Missile Crisis.
October the 16th, 1962, President Kennedy received word that the Soviets were in the process of deploying intermediate-range ballistic missiles in Cuba. The President demanded that the Soviets dismantle and remove the missiles. At the time, he announced a naval blockade to prevent further missile shipments from reaching Cuba. But the Soviets didn't back down, instead placing their armed forces on secondary alert. Soviet transport ships carrying missiles continued on course towards Cuba. US and Soviet forces went on alert for an all-out nuclear war. Frantic negotiations were being the UN Emergency Security Council and unofficial channels to end the hair-trigger standoff. Finally, on October the 28th, the Soviet Union agreed to remove
Kennedy?
from Cuba, so the world avoided a nuclear holocaust. But in order to get the Soviets to pull their missiles out, we had to make a deal.
You mean the one where the US agreed to remove its IRBMs from Turkey?
No. The Jupiter IRBMs deployed in Turkey were obsolete. We were going to get rid of them anyway.
Vale, que recuerdos. Este juego literal no lo juego desde hace
The Turkey deal was a ruse. Cover stories were fed to the other intelligence
casi
agencies
9
around
años.
the world.
So what did the Russians really want?
La última vez que lo jugué fue en 2015 por
They
ahí,
wanted us to return
cuando me lo compré para Play 3.
Pulled out of Cuba just to get their hands on Sokolov?
Y solo lo pasé una vez, así que no me acuerdo de casi nada de la historia.
We had no idea.
Así que va a ser como si lo jugara por primera vez,
Either give
prácticamente.
up Sokolov or risk full-scale nuclear war.
O sea, sí lo llegué a pasar cuando lo jugué, pero como solo lo jugué una vez, no recuerdo mucho, la verdad.
The next day, I got Sokolov out of the hospital, handed him over to agents on the eastern side. Sokolov kept on screaming, "Save me," until he disappeared from my sight. Then a month ago, we received some new information from one of our moles.
About Sokolov?
Yes, he was taken back to the research facility and forced to continue working on the weapon in question under KGB supervision. What's more,
Claro, es que como este juego tiene una historia muy densa y compleja, de cuando lo jugué era chibolito, pues sí, varias cosas seguro ni entendía de qué estaban hablando.
I guess you're
Ahora,
details, but it appears
ahora jugarlo de nuevo es con otra
half a year
perspectiva,
now,
¿no?
the Soviets have been conducting frequent nuclear tests.
Se disfruta mucho mejor.
Something to do with the weapon, I assume.
We're talking about a secret weapon so big that Khrushchev is ready to pull out of Cuba to get it back.
Is Sokolov still in place?
Solo recuerdo que me gustaba mucho
According to our
porque
intelligence,
tenía muchas
the
mecánicas de
Soviets
supervivencia, como de comer, cazar animales.
the Virgin Cliffs.
The Virgin Cliffs. Nice name for a virtuous mission.
They moved him there just recently.
Why?
Apparently, they're conducting a field test of the weapon. It's our best chance to get him back. This mission would never have been possible if he was still in the research facility. This is our last chance. Sokolov must have known that too when he contacted us.
Mm.
Listen up, Jack. Your mission is to infiltrate Selino Yask in the Soviet mountains, ensure the safety of Sokolov, and bring him back to the West. If we don't get Sokolov back before that weapon is complete, we'll be facing a major crisis. The clock is ticking. Once we've confirmed the rescue of Sokolov, stand by at the recovery point. A recovery balloon will be dropped at that point. Helium will be pumped into the balloon to inflate it. The process takes about 20 minutes. Once it's complete, the gunship's arm will latch onto the balloon and pull it up.
The Fulton surface-to-air recovery system. I'm familiar with the theory.
Take it easy. It's been combat-proof.
Do you think Sokolov is up to it?
The shock will be less than during a parachute jump, and the arm can handle up to 500 pounds.
So you're planning on going over the border in a single combat talent?
She's equipped with two 6-barrel 20mm Vulcan cannons, as well as two 40mm machine guns.
Sounds like she could hold her own against a battalion of tanks.
Even with the fuel in the reserve tank, we're facing a 4-hour time limit. If all goes well, it shouldn't take more than a few hours.
Home in time for dinner.
But if anything goes wrong,
You'll be eating dinner, breakfast,
and all the rest of your meals in the jungle.
Oye, pensar que este año sale el remake de este juego. Con gráficos actuales. Se ve bien chévere, ¿eh? Por ahí leí que van a hacer un remake de todos los juegos de Metal Gear. O sea, al menos lo más importante, de Metal Gear Solid 3, que va a salir este año, del 1 de Play 1 y del 2. Pero parece que los van a sacar en orden cronológico. O sea, al menos remake del 1, del 2 y del 3 sí lo van a hacer, porque un remake del 4 y del 5 no lo veo necesario. Porque como ya tienen buenas gráficas y mecánicas bien actuales, no sería necesario. Snake David Hater. ¿Cómo se pronuncia ese apellido? Hater, Heather.
Listening in. From here on out, we'll be using code names to refer to each other. Your code name for this mission will be Naked Snake. I'll be referring to you as Snake from now on. You're not to mention your real name.
Snake?
Well, you don't like snakes?
What do you mean?
You've eaten one before, haven't you?
In survival training?
I'm glad to hear that.
I don't know if I'd ever order one in a restaurant, but...
Be careful, you might not have a choice.
What about you, Major? What should I call you?
Let's see. I'll be Tom. Call me Major Tom.
Major Tom.
This will be a sneaking mission.
Esa es una referencia de David Bowie, de una canción de él.
Is that clear? This kind of infiltration is the Fox unit's specialty. In other words, weapons and equipment are procured on site. That goes for food as well. You're completely naked, just as your name implies.
Great. Now I see why you asked me if I like snakes. I suppose calling me Snake was your idea of a joke, too.
No. There's a good reason for that. I'll tell you later when the time is right.
Gotcha. Getting back to the subject, how exactly am I supposed to feed myself?
You've been issued a knife and a tranquilizer gun. Use them to hunt for food. You'll also find some medical supplies in your backpack.
Yeah, about the backpack. I lost it in a tree on the way down.
I see. Well, you'd better go back and get it then. You know where it is?
No problem. I can see it from here. It's stuck on a branch.
To climb a tree, stand in front of a tree that's covered in ivy and press the action button. I'll be monitoring your progress over the radio. We can't risk violating Soviet airspace, but I'll be in the gunship. My frequency is 140.85. I'll give you a call if I need to talk to you. If you need to talk to me, use the send function. Okay, Snake, go get your backpack.
No, sí, está muy adelantado a su época. O sea, los controles son raros a día de hoy, eso sí, pero las mecánicas y todo eso son muy, muy, muy bien implementadas. Y bueno, ahí estamos acá en el gameplay. Aunque sí es raro cómo camina, siempre me pareció gracioso. Ah, la que chévere. A ver, ¿qué tengo acá? No, no se puede actualizar los controles. O sea, eso ya está programado así. Provida, ¿qué es esto? Ah, tengo que conseguir la mochila primero.
Snake, where do you think you're going? You can't expect to proceed with the mission without any weapons or equipment. First, you'll need to recover your backpack,
Ah,
which
tengo
is
que ir a
stored on
buscar
a
la
tree
mochila
in the
primero.
center. Press the action button to climb the tree and...
Ah, ya ahí está. No lo había visto. Oye, pero gráficamente este juego se mantiene muy bien. A pesar de ser 20 años viejo. Mira, este juego salió el mismo año que salió GTA San
I
Andrés.
see
Y
you
gráficamente
retrieved your
este juego le
backpack,
da una
Snake.
paliza a San Andrés en cuanto a gráficos.
To equip a weapon, it's necessary to take it
Bueno,
out
que
of your
también San
backpack.
Andrés es un juego mundo
In
abierto y
the
este es un
survival
juego
viewer,
lineal.
choose
Tampoco
weapon from the backpack. Your
sería
available
justo
weapons will be
compararlos, pero
displayed in a window in
aún
the
así.
upper left. On that list, choose the weapon you want to equip and press the enter button. For other equipped items, just do the same thing from item.
Got it. Use the survival viewer backpack.
Yep, that's right. Survival is fundamental to this mission. After you've been out in the field for a while, your stamina will start to drop. If your stamina gets too low, it'll affect your performance. You won't be able to shoot accurately, for example, and your wounds won't heal as smoothly. Keep an eye on your stamina so you don't run out. To recover lost stamina, you can hunt for local flora and fauna. Use either your tranquilizer gun or your knife to hunt.
My only weapon is a Mark 22 Hush Puppy tranquilizer gun.
That's right. It's been fitted with its own suppressor. However, the suppressor will deteriorate every time you fire. Once its durability reaches zero, the noise suppression effect will be gone. So don't get too trigger happy with it. The suppressor's durability is shown in the icon. Any weapons and equipment beyond what you're carrying now, you'll have to find as you go.
I have to find my own weapons and equipment. Whose crazy idea was this anyway?
Solo covert actions are standard Fox operating
Fue idea de Kojima.
Can't leave any traces of
Hideo
your presence.
Kojima.
Weapons, equipment, footprints, sweat, or body odor. Same goes for bullets and cartridges too. Your presence in enemy territory is already a violation of international conventions of warfare. There aren't supposed to be any American soldiers in Russia. It could
¿Cómo
spark
juego esto?
international
¿Juego así en
hostility.
sigilo sin que me vea nadie o voy a la Rambo matando a
Can't
todos?
the enemy know you're there? This is a stealth mission. You're a ghost, Snake. Very impossible work. There'll be no rescue if you're captured. The military and US government will deny any involvement in the affair.
Then I'll just have to take care of myself, huh?
I'm afraid so. You've been given a fake death pill for that purpose. SIS guidelines stipulate that soldiers on covert ops like this one be issued a potassium cyanide capsule. Tape it to your body so you can take it when you need to.
How generous of you.
Use it if you're taken prisoner by the enemy.
Porque sí,
Send you into a state of
según yo
full
recuerdo, este juego lo disfrutaba mucho más
Fooling them
en
into
sigilo.
thinking I'm really dead. So how do I come back
Igual
to
en
life?
casi todos los juegos siempre soy más de sigilo
You mean that
que
thing
de ir matando a
I did
todos.
before the mission?
That's the one. But be careful. If you remain in a state of false death for too long, nothing will be able to bring you back. Remember that.
I'll keep it in mind. You said this was a solo mission, right?
Right.
I guess that means I can't count on any reinforcements.
Correct. The mission rests entirely in your hands.
real one-man army.
Relax. There's a support team ready to back you up over the radio. I'll introduce them to you. This time, survival is of utmost importance. The first member of the support team will be in charge of monitoring your physical condition, acting as a medic, so to speak, as well as recording your mission data. She's a member of Fox as well, and she's here on the gunship with me.
Shady.
Hello, Snake. I'm paramedic. Nice to meet you.
Paramedic.
As in a medic who comes in by parachute.
Aren't you going to tell me your real name?
Are you going to tell me yours, Mr. Snake?
My name, it's John Doe.
And they call you Jack for short. You're a regular Captain Nemo.
A name means nothing on the battlefield.
Kojima poniendo nombres a sus personajes sin caraca.
Jane Doe.
Funny.
I wasn't joking, but I'll tell you my name only if you manage to make it back alive. My frequency is 145.73.
Also in charge of recording your mission data. Whenever you want to save, send a message over the reserved save frequency, 140.96.
So saving lets me record my mission data.
That's right. It also records the state of your health.
Good to know.
There's one more person I want to introduce you to, Snake.
Huh.
Speaking of snakes, you remember the boss, don't you? A legendary soldier and your mentor. Actually, it was the boss who got the DCI's authorization in the first place. She's going to be serving as Fox's mission advisor.
Acá sale de voz.
She also helped me plan this mission. She and I were at SAS together.
Jack, is that you? How many years has it been?
Boss?
Acá se viene un diálogo de media hora.
Talk to me. Let me hear your voice.
It's been 5 years, 72 days, and 18 hours.
You've lost weight.
You can tell just by the sound of my voice.
Of course I can. I know all about you.
Really? Well, I don't know anything about you.
What's that supposed to mean?
Why'd you disappear on me all of a sudden?
I was on a top-secret mission. You didn't need me anymore.
But there were still so many things I wanted you to teach me.
No, I taught you everything you needed to know about fighting techniques. I taught you all I could. The rest you needed to learn on your own.
Techniques, sure. But what about how to think like a soldier?
How to think like a soldier? I can't teach you that. A soldier needs to be strong in spirit, body, and technique. And the only thing you can learn from someone else is technique. In fact, technique doesn't even matter. What's most important is spirit. Spirit and body are like two sides of a single coin. They're the same thing. I can't teach you how to think. You'll just have to figure it out for yourself. Listen to me, Jack. Just because soldiers are on the same side right now doesn't mean they always will be. Having personal feelings about your comrades is one of the worst sins you can commit. Politics determine who you face on the battlefield. And politics are a living thing. They change along with the times. Yesterday's good might be tomorrow's evil.
Is that why you abandoned me?
No, it had nothing to do with you. I already told you, Jack. I was on a top-secret mission. A soldier has to follow whatever orders he's given. It's not his place to question why. But you're looking for a reason to fight. You're a natural-born fighter, but you're not quite a soldier. A soldier is a political tool, nothing more. That's doubly true if he's a career soldier. Right and wrong have no place in his mission. He has no enemies and no friends. Only the mission. You follow the orders you're given. That's what being a soldier is.
I do whatever I have to get the job done. I don't think about politics.
That's not the same thing. Sooner or later, your conscience is going to bother you. In the end, you have to choose whether you're going to live as a soldier or just another man with a gun. There's a saying in the Orient.
No, sí, este juego toca temas muy, muy deep.
Patriotic.
It means devoting yourself to your
Que los diálogos,
I
todo.
follow the
¿Verdad?
president and the top brass. I'm ready to die for him if necessary.
The president and the top brass won't be there forever.
Lo que sí me he dado cuenta es que la saga Metal Gear es una saga con un fuerte mensaje antibélico
No matter who's in charge.
en todos los juegos.
Then who
Por eso también la mecánica de no matar a nadie,
People's values change over
que el
time,
juego te recompensa
and
por
so
eso.
do the leaders of a country. So there's no such
Interesante.
thing as an enemy in absolute terms. The enemies we fight are only enemies in relative terms, constantly changing with the times. As long as we have loyalty to the end, there's no point in believing in anything, even in those we love.
And that's the way a soldier's supposed to think?
The only thing we can believe in with absolute certainty is the mission, Jack.
All right, but do me a favor.
What is it?
Call me Snake.
Snake. Oh, right. Your code name is Snake. It suits you well.
That's right. The legendary unit that the boss put together during World War II was a snake. The Cobra unit, a group of heroes that brought the war to an end and saved the world. As long as you've got a legendary hero backing you up, you'll be fine. Isn't that right, Snake?
Yeah, I can't think of anyone else I'd rather have with me. Oh, and one more thing, boss.
Yes?
It's good to hear your voice again.
Same here. After all, who knows if either of us will make it out alive? Snake, you are always best at urban warfare and infiltrating buildings. But this is the jungle. Survival is going to be key. Those CQC techniques I taught you are sure to come in handy.
CQC? Close quarters combat, huh? I've been in the Green Berets for the past few years. I'm probably pretty rusty.
Not to worry. I'll be here to help you remember. After all, this is your first actual survival mission. I'll be supporting you over the radio.
Where are you, boss? Next to the Major?
The boss is communicating with us by radio from aboard a Permit-class submarine in the Arctic Ocean.
My frequency is 141.80. Call me if you need my advice on battle techniques.
Gotcha.
Your mission is to retrieve Dr. Sokolov. Dr. Sokolov is being held in an abandoned factory located to the north of your current position. Avoid heavy combat and don't let anyone see you. Don't forget that this is a stealth mission.
Snake, try to remember some of the basics of CQC.
Ahora se viene lo bueno.
Virtuous mission now.
Elegante. Yo me acuerdo que este juego también lo probé en el Nintendo 3DS. Hay una versión que sacaron para el 3DS que las podías jugar en 3D. Ya, le era bien chévere. O sea, para que este juego lo pueda mover en el 3DS era brutal jugarlo ahí. A lo que voy a hacer es cazar animales. O sea, si jugar en el 3DS era... No era incómodo, pero sí, la pantalla era muy chiquita, pero la experiencia era igual de buena que jugarlo en sobremesa. O sea, casi no había... Gráficamente se veía igual que esto. O sea, casi no recortaron nada gráficamente. Se veía igual que en versión de consolas de sobremesa. Y eso era brutal. Hasta acá tengo un micrófono, creo que es para detectar animales. Quiero cazar animales porque más adelante te va a servir para comer. Ah, los cocodrilos acá. Creo que no se les puede matar. Creo. Sí, pero para eso tengo que conseguir un arma letal. Uy, no. Ah, mira, hay un panel de abejas. No, ¿dónde está? Ah, hay un panel de abejas ahí. A ver. Voy a matarle con cuchillo a ver si se puede. Espera, con círculo. Ay, no me da miedo. Creo que mejor primero consigo un arma letal y de ahí ya los mato. Es que no se puede, creo. Al menos todavía. Ay, no. Párate, párate, párate. Pucha, me bajó bastante vida. ¿El ungüento para qué es? Este ungüento. ¿Dónde está el ungüento? Sonar. ¿Comida? Pero sí lo cogí. ¿Por qué no sale? Ungüento, ungüento. Qué raro. No hay en comida. Uy, ya fue ya. Ah, este también había fruta, ahora que me acuerdo. Ah, ahí está, mira. ¿Qué más se puede cazar? Aves también, creo. Hay otra serpiente ahí. Ahí está. También me acuerdo que se pueden cazar aves, pero no veo ninguna ave. O sea, las escucho, pero no las veo.
Major, I've spotted 2 enemy soldiers.
They're probably KGB troops sent to guard Sokolov.
AK-47s and grenades.
Snake, your presence in Soviet territory is already a violation of international law. We can't let the Kremlin find out that the CIA and the American government are involved. Contact with the enemy is strictly prohibited. Don't engage them in battle either. This is a stealth mission. Got that?
The Major is right. The point of this mission is to sneak through the jungle without being seen. The success of the mission depends on how well you use your camouflage. Change your camouflage by selecting Camouflage from the Survival Viewer. The Uniform option lets you pick your uniform, while the Face option lets you change your face paint. Choosing camouflage that blends in with your surroundings will help you conceal yourself more effectively. Also, don't forget that anything that moves will stand out in the jungle. If you just stand up and run around like an idiot, you're bound to be spotted. But if you crawl instead, you should be able to sneak by without being noticed. You can see how effective your camouflage is by looking at the Camo Index. The Camo Index shows how well your current camouflage blends in with the
Elegante.
surrounding area. higher the value, the harder you are to spot, and vice versa. The key is to know what to nature. Keep that in mind as you go along, okay?
Che, que ni siquiera juegos actuales tienen ese tipo de mecánicas, ¿eh? Ya vamos a poner el camuflaje, a ver. En la cara. Ah, la mía, ¿puedes con una máscara de. ¿Cómo se llamaba? Raiden, ahí está, ya me acordé. Esta banderas. Italia, España. ¿No hay Perú? ¿Cómo no va a haber Perú? Voy a ponerme el de bosque. Y uniforme. Este de acá de hoja, creo. A ver, todo negro. Todo niga. Ahí sí, ¿ah? Ya voy a estar todo niga ya. Aunque no, sí me van a ver. Como ese día, creo que eso para la noche. En la noche ahí sí me quedo. En la noche sí me pongo cara negra y soy invisible. Y ahora sí, let's go. Por acá. Referente. Pues espera que pase. Si disparo. Mira qué voy a hacer. Vamos a interrogarlo.
We won't hand over Sokolov. Speak. Let go of me. Speak. We won't hand over Sokolov.
Quieto. Justo vi que hay un logro que tienes que pasarte todo el juego sin matar a nadie. Pucha, debe ser bien difícil conseguirlo, pero voy a intentarlo, a ver. Por ver qué hay. Uy, un arma. SVD. Ah, un francotirador, qué loco. Serpiente, vamos a matarlo. El francotirador no tiene para silenciador. A ver, vamos a probar. Este ya va a ser para matar al siguiente. A ver cómo es esto. Ah, tiene dos miras. Qué chévere. Ah, cierto. En Play 2 sabía ese truco para que cambies la hora. Se muera solo, para que bien se muera solo. Creo que no se puede, o sea. Podría probar. O sea, cambiar la hora del play. No sé si funcionará así. Me imagino que sí. pero me acuerdo que sí podías matarlo antes de que llegas a la batalla con él. Porque hay una parte del juego donde él sale ahí, al inicio. Y tú lo puedes matar con un francotirador. Y con eso ya te ahorras una batalla contra él. Uy, no, casi me ve. Por acá había un objeto, creo. Volteate, causa. Uy, no. Mejor voy agachado. Uy, qué elegante. A mí me encanta este tipo de juegos que son con sigilo, que son de supervivencia en la naturaleza. Chévere, ¿eh? Ahí está el objeto, ya lo vi. Tengo que ir hasta allá. A ver, voy por el otro lado. No. Pucha, ya me vio. Ah, le están pidiendo refuerzos.
Right there?
Ay, no. No, no, no. Muévete. Chamare. Esto es innovación. Agáchate, agáchate, agáchate. Creo que mejor lo duermo. Ay, no, hay otro ahí.
HQ? HQ. This is HQ. We've lost sight of the intruder, going into high alert.
Sí que soy bien bravo, ¿no? Ay, no, hay otro ahí. No, ahorita me bajo el que está ahí. Ya está, ya. Easy. Y ahora sí voy en sigilo. Acá hay duraznos. En dejar de buscarme. Sí. Creo que agachado es mejor. Ahí está bien costadito. Ya está, ahí está, ahí está. Muévete, 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 muévete.
Speak. Climb trees? There's fruit. Speak. Inside trees. Speak. Bastard.
Ahora por insultarme. ¿Qué clase de soldado enemigo me diría eso? Si subes a un árbol, disfruta. No me digas. En caso hasta ahora no he matado a nadie, ¿eh? Hasta ahora soy buena gente. Que pase. Como dicen, matar es pecado. Este es el juego más cristiano que uno puede jugar. Ya mira, YOLO. Voy detrás de él. No. Muévete, muévete, muévete. Ah, ya no, pero siguen en la alerta. Qué monse. Chamare, no. No puede ser. No se han dado cuenta, no se han dado cuenta. No se han dado cuenta. Están en modo precaución. Chicos, me he gastado mis balas hoy. Como si fuera Call of Duty. Ay, no. Ah, no, espérate, espérate. Todavía se puede. Puedo usar el panal de abejas. Voy a comer algo. Esta actuación de voz le pegada. Más japonés no puede ser. No, 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 no. Chamare. Escóndete, escóndete, escóndete. Y ahora sí. Con las abejas. Ahí está. Excelente. Acá con cuidado nomás porque sí me puedo caer. No, 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 no vengas, no vengas, no vengas. Excelente. Que también los hongos se dispara. Estuvo cerca. La M16. Excelente. La M16. Y la granada por si acaso. Ahí está. Otra cosita. Otra cosecha. Seguimos. Dime que no hay soldados, dime que no hay soldados. No hay nadie. No, 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 no. Chamari, no puede ser. Pucha, ya me los bajo. Sí, ya. Che, qué buen sigilo tengo, ¿ah? ¿De verdad qué pasa cuando mi silenciador se gasta por completo? ¿Puedo conseguir otro silenciador o ya fue ya?
Major, I've reached the abandoned factory where Sokolov is supposedly being held. There are sentries posted around the perimeter. I wonder how many are inside.
Your objective, Sokolov, is inside the factory. They should be holding him in a room in the northeast sector.
This section. Got it.
Be careful. Your mission is to bring Sokolov back alive. He must not be exposed to any kind of danger. Do not approach Sokolov while in the alert phase.
Right.
Oh, and one more thing, Snake.
You mean there's more?
No, it's just that when you get to Sokolov, I want you to tell him something from me.
And that is?
Sorry for being so late.
Is that all?
Yes.
Understood. Bring my approach to the targets.
Se viene lo chido. Vamos a comprar uno más. Ah. O sea, si me disparan, no me puedo curar con comida, tengo que curarme. Ah, pucha, yo he confiado de que tengo mucha comida ya tengo cura de sobra ya. Oye, llena, no me acordaba de ese detalle. Ya, vamos a ver. Ahora sí quiero pasar desapercibido. A ver cómo entro. Lo que más me frustra de este juego es que no puedes caminar agachado, solo parado o arrastrado. No sé, cuando te agachas y caminas, te tiras al piso automáticamente. No hay una mecánica de caminar agachado, como en Metal Gear Solid 5 o el 4. Esto que no, es lo único que no me gusta de este juego. Se complica mucho más. No, ya me vieron, ya me vieron. Párate. No. Son tontos, no me van a encontrar. No, porque hablé. Párate, párate, párate.
Is that him? Nobody here. Answer me. There's something in the northeast window. Speak. Let go of me.
No, párate, párate. Cheque, mi sigilo está oxidado, la verdad. Tan mal juego no puede ser. Ya está, ya. Oye, pero está un poco fácil, la verdad. O sea, mire, 4 soldados me están disparando y no me he matado. Como que la dificultad no está tan alta. Y eso que está normal, o sea, debería ser regular. Pero está demasiado fácil. Creo que debería jugar un difícil. Ajá, tengo que ir. Me voy a comer un animal. Tasty. Ya está. Salud.
Damn it. What's wrong? What's wrong?
Ah, creo que debo subir la escalera. Ya se han despertado. avasalla de los enemigos. ¿Cómo hago para que se vaya? No, yo no me ven acá. ¿Pero por qué disparan? Supongo que no me ven, sí, porque yo estoy en evasión. Sobreviví, pero ¿a qué costo?
This is HQ. Patrol here. We lost sight of the enemy. Commence alert formation. Acknowledged. The enemy is still nearby. Pursue and engage him.
A ver. Eso sí. Vale, y 3 soldados. Pucha, ¿ahora qué hago? ¿Cómo paso? Creo que tengo que esperar hasta a que pase el tiempo de precaución. Ah, he visto que automáticamente te curas con la resistencia. O sea, bien podría matarlos, pero pucha, no quiero matarlos, ¿sabes? Quiero conseguir ese logro de pasarte el juego sin matar a nadie. Puede ser que me lo pase una segunda vez. Ya está ya.
This is HQ. Patrol here. Unable to locate the problem. Understood. Return to your position.
Que por fin se mueve. Pero ahora viene por acá. Ese. Pucha, me quedé sin silenciador. GG nada más. Justo cuando quería cazar un ave, no tengo silenciador. Chamare. Pero ¿por dónde es? ¿A dónde tengo que entrar? Creo que es este cuarto, ¿no? Pero ¿cómo entro ahí? Ah, sí tengo otro silenciador. Ah, pero tengo solo 4 silenciadores. Pucha madre. ¿Cómo entro a ese cuarto?
There's nothing here.
Ahí está. Ah, era bajar nomás. Ahí está Sokolov.
Are you one of Volgin's men? Never get it from me.
No. I'm a secret agent. I've come to escort you back to the other side of the Iron Curtain. I was sent by Major Zero, the man who got you out 2 years ago.
Zero.
I have a message from him. What is it? He said to tell you sorry for being so late.
Did he now?
What does it mean?
It means he's a man of his word. But we've got no time for this. You have to get me out of here before they arrive.
Who's they?
Colonel Volgin of Gru. You in the West know him as Thunderbolt.
Thunderbolt? Never heard of him.
He's a member of the Army's extremist faction, a man who seeks to seize control of the motherland. Ever since the Cuban Missile Crisis 2 years ago, Khrushchev has been pursuing a policy of peaceful coexistence with the West. Despite resistance and criticism from hawks in the army and the provincial authorities, Khrushchev has managed to suppress the opposition, so far.
but the failure of his agricultural policies has put him in a precarious position. And on top of that, the tragedy last November.
President Kennedy's assassination.
Precisely. In a sense, Khrushchev has lost his biggest partner, and his power base is rapidly crumbling away. A certain group is plotting to use this opportunity to seize power by rallying the anti-government forces, overthrowing Khrushchev, and installing Brezhnev and Kosygin in his place. The mastermind behind this plot is Colonel Volgin of the GRU. He has control over another secret weapons research facility much like this one, OKB-812, known as the Granin Design Bureau, and is using it to further his plans. But that is not enough to satisfy him. Now he's plotting to seize the secret weapon I have been developing here and use it as leverage in his bid for power. The intelligence says that they are going to make their move during the test.
Ah, es cierto, ¿no? Pucha, Metal Gear 5 tampoco me acuerdo mucho ya. Hace tiempo que no lo juego.
Their orders were to prevent Colonel Volgin from capturing me. Even if it meant killing me in the process, or so it would seem. Volgin will come. I'm sure of it. You must get me out of here before then.
Leave it to me.
Leave it to me.
Your Russian is superb. Where did you learn to speak it?
From my mentor.
Is that so? America is truly a frightening country.
Having second thoughts.
No. I have no love for this place. Let's go.
Major, this is Snake. Sokolov is safe with me. He's doing fine. No injuries.
Good work, Snake. Now hurry up and get Sokolov to the recovery point. We'll rendezvous with you there.
Roger.
What about the sentries?
I managed to get past them.
I see.
What about the boss?
We lost contact with the boss some time ago.
What happened?
It's probably just a weak signal. Just hurry and get Sokolov out of there.
Si mal no recuerdo, creo que acá aparece Ocelot. O era más adelante.
Freeze!
GG nomás.
So this is the legendary boss.
Ocelot. Sí, acá aparecía.
Last.
You! The Osmo Spetsnaz. What's a GRU soldier doing here?
Soldier.
He's the Ocelot commander.
That's Major Ocelot to you. Don't you
Que está joven.
Sokolov is ours. Get out of here.
And Ocelot never lets his prey escape.
What?
¿El hijo de Davos? ¿Ah, sí? Eso no sabía. Kojima es el Tarantino de los videojuegos, definitivamente. Ah, cierto. O sea, Kojima tiene el sentido del humor y las tomas de Tarantino, pero el lore de sus historias, sus personajes es muy M. Night Shyamalan. Súper extraño.
Boss, are you?
¡Hala!
Crew operatives!
What is that stance? That gun. If you're not the boss, then die.
Major! Leave it! Shoot the other one! Whoa!
Che, qué elegante, ¿ah?
Rejected the first bullet by I see what you were trying to do, but testing a technique you've only heard about in the middle of battle wasn't very smart. You were asking to have your gun jam on you. Besides, I don't think you're cut out for an automatic in the first place. You tended to absorb the recoil. That's more of a revolver technique.
You filthy American dog!
Qué elegante, ¿ah?
That was some fancy shooting. You're pretty good.
Pretty good.
Ah, cierto, cierto.
Major, can you read me?
I read you. Snake, you alright?
I've run into a few snags. These guys were from Sokolov, too. Apparently they were taking orders from a GRU colonel named Volgan.
A GRU colonel?
An internal civil struggle, according to Sokolov. Something between the KGB and GRU. Between Khrushchev's supporters and Volgans.
Sokolov was being guarded by the KGB and hunted by GRU? Snake, it sounds like this could be even hotter than Cuba.
I don't like it. Something about the whole thing stinks.
I agree. You'd better hurry.
Sokolov ran off by himself, but I'll catch up to him.
We're counting on you.
John Gunn, ganaste un trofeo. Submit Ocelot. Elegante, ¿eh? Ah, acá está Ocelot. Si le disparo, ¿qué pasa? ¿Qué pasa si lo mato? ¿Podría matarlo? Voy a intentarlo, ¿ya? Me da curiosidad. Espera, primero voy a guardar la partida.
Saving the game, Snake?
Voy a guardar la partida primero.
Hey, Snake, you ever heard of Godzilla, King of Monsters?
No, what is it?
It's a movie. You haven't seen it?
Nope.
It's about this monster, Godzilla, who grows to an enormous size in a nuclear test and goes on a rampage in Tokyo.
Nuclear test, huh? But in the Marshall Islands must be crumbled with giant monsters right about now.
It's just make-believe.
Maybe that's why my pants have been so tight lately.
It's a movie, not a report out of Los Alamos.
Kojima es un fan de Godzilla.
Godzilla is immune to all weapons, and humanity has no way to stop the monster. Dr.
De la
Shirazawa
versión
develops
japonesa.
a new type of weapon. Meanwhile, Godzilla is getting closer and closer to Tokyo, obliterating everything in its path. It was originally a Japanese movie, but they made an American version too. I recommend seeing the original Japanese one if you ever get the chance. It's mostly mindless fun, but it's also got a serious anti-myth message as well.
Where can I see the original?
You'll just have to go to Japan.
Really? That's too bad.
Well, if you wait 40 years, you might be able to see it in America too. Godzilla's 50th birthday.
You think they're still going to be making Godzilla movies then?
Of course. Everybody loves Godzilla.
Qué buena.
A lot of movies.
I don't suppose you're a movie watching type, are you?
Not really.
Okay, then I'll tell you everything I know. When the going gets tough, movies can save your life. It's always good to be able to look at this from another perspective and get a change. That's the magic of movies.
No kidding. Well, I guess it might at least make a nice distraction.
That's the spirit, Snake. Have a little fun.
Qué elegante, ¿eh? Y ahora sí, voy a ver qué pasa si lo mato a Ocelot. Ah, pero gané un trofeo.
You created a time paradox. Snake, you can't go changing the future like that.
Y quedó una paradoja, dice, qué buena. Ah, pero gané un trofeo. Gané un trofeo, dice. Problema resuelto, sale. Así se llama el trofeo. O sea, ya. Como maté a Ocelot, se acabó el problema. Pero qué bueno, o sea, qué buena referencia, ¿no? De que cuando mates, él sale el coronel diciendo ahí que has creado una paradoja. Qué elegante. Bueno, creo que lo dejo aquí, ¿ah? Lo dejo para la segunda parte. Hoy, de verdad está bien chévere el juego, o sea, no me acordaba que fuera tan bueno, o sea, la jugabilidad, las mecánicas, la historia, las actuaciones, está brutal. Pero ya lo dejo para la parte 2. Está bien chévere. La verdad es que siento como si lo jugara por primera vez, porque hay varias cosas que no me acuerdo. Así que es como si lo jugara como por la primera vez. Pero bueno, Lo dejamos para la parte 2.